Hey guys, Steven here, Fanatic Perspective. It's been a while, but we back up with the Cowboys content. I'm sorry I've been slacking. It's time to get back to it. The boys get another W today, 24-6 over the Detroit Lions at AT today. The return of Dak Prescott, QB1 of the Dallas Cowboys. And we handle our business today. Another dominant performance by this Cowboys defense led by Micah Parsons, Trayvon Diggs, Tank Lawrence, Leighton Vander Esch, Jaron Curse comes back today, and we're just thrilled, by their performance and their ability to stay consistent week over week. The Lions came into this game 1-4, but this Lions offense, Jared Goff and some of the pieces that they have has been potent throughout the season. So to hold them to no touchdowns today, only 6 points on the day, is an impressive performance in my opinion. Y'all, it's free to show love. Hit that like button, subscribe, show your boys some love. I got the Cowboy hat on. I'm full blown Cowboys. We got the Dak jersey on, QB1 back today. I was at the game. I'll be at the Bears game next week. I was at the game today. It was great. Just the environment, as always, to be back up there. So, like I said, it's free to show love. Subscribe the whole bit. Y'all know what to do. Subscribe, hit the noti bell. We know what it is. I want to give a shout out to our two sponsors real quick. First off, BUSR, busr.com/fanatic, promo code sports100FP. Right now for new signups, we're actually doing 150% for new signups on free play matches. So if you deposit, $100, you get $150 back, right? And so not just $100 match, but 150. So 150% right now on new signups. Use that promo code. BSR takes care of you. 24/7 customer service is unbelievable. Today, the Cowboys are favored 6.5, so the boys did cover. That over under, I believe, was at 49. We were on the under. NFL right now, just with quarterback play, offenses in general, things that have been going on, unders have been very, very common this season. So something to pay attention to. But if you're looking for a reliable betting partner, someone to take care of your betting needs, I can't recommend anybody better than BUSR with how they take care of you. Also, y'all see my Texas Longhorn hat today. We did take an L yesterday, but our friends over at Last Stand Hats, if you're looking for merch, whether it's Texas football gear, we are a Texas football channel, but Oklahoma State, other schools like Texas State, bringing on board some Dallas stuff coming very, very soon. LastStandHats.com/fanatic perspective. Use that promo code Fanatic10. You're going to get 10% off at checkout, which is a really cool deal that we have going on right now. So Last Stand Hats, another brilliant apparel company that we have on board. Only the best and people I use that sponsor this channel. So all the talk was about Dak coming back, and I put out some stuff on social media today just on my thoughts on his return and how that would play out. But y'all, look, this football team is a defensive football team. This football team is a run-first football team. That is how they are built. That is where their talent is. That is what they are good at. And right now, I'm going to be very, very blunt. The NFL is wide open. Let me say that again. The NFL is wide open. As a matter of fact, the NFL was wide open last year. Let's be real. Because at this point last season, the 49ers were kind of banged up. They ended up going on a run to the NFC Championship game. We know that because they eliminated us. But you had the Rams versus the Bengals, a team that got hot at the right time. And now this season, we're seeing the Buccaneers looking fraudulent. We're seeing the Packers looking fraudulent. I think the Giants are like 6-1 now. The Eagles are undefeated. We were told last year that these teams were horrible in our division. The Commanders are now 3-4 with Heineken in there. The NFL is wide open, is my point. Please, please, please understand that the way that the Cowboys are built and us getting healthy at the right time, Dak Prescott comes back today. Dalton Schultz, who's still battling the knee issue, but he comes back today. Jaron Curse comes back today, who's our defensive signal caller and gives us, optimizes our ability to run that 3 safety look that we do so brilliantly under Dan Quinn, who is, in my opinion, an absolute defensive genius. That's where that's where the focus to me needs to be. I understand the money that we're paying Dak, and I understand the money that we're paying Zeke. People like to look at salaries and all that type of stuff. Stop pocket watching. All right. And the offense is going to be okay. I'm not worried about them or anything like that. I really not. I know we only scored 24. I know we had 10 points on the board with 8 or 9 minutes left in the football game. My thing is this. I have not, in my, I can't remember the last time we've been this consistently good defensively, and our ability to take away opponents' things, adjust on the fly, create disruption in the backfield, pass rushing ability, and the ability to create turnovers. They're good at all those things. They have their flaws. They give up stuff in between the 20s. They're not the best against the run. They may have some issues in short yardage. I'll give you that with the defense. Nobody's perfect in the NFL in 2022. However, this defense adapts to their opponent. We saw it last week against the Eagles. And I'm sorry I've been gone, y'all, because I had a lot of thoughts about that Eagles game, and I just didn't have an opportunity to get to it. Life got in the way. But I'm back here now. We back up as the Cowboys channel. All right. And everything we saw from the Eagles last week, despite it being a loss, we actually felt better coming out of that game, knowing we're getting our quarterback back. This is a perfect game to work. Speaking of the quarterback, Dak Prescott comes back. Perfect game to work him back in. Perfect opponent. Lions defense isn't great. You saw Dak is a little rusty early, but by the time the second half rolls around, he has one incomplete pass in the second half. He goes 10 for 11, 19 to 25 for the day. And, there was some only reason why we don't have more points on the board, some unfortunate things, the Noah Brown fumble, some of the penalties, things that we have to get cleaned up. Again, we are not an explosive offense. I've also had to reset my expectations. Michael Gallup doesn't look 100% to me. We know Dalton Schultz isn't 100%, but hey, no problem. We're working in guys like Jake Ferguson. We're working in guys like Peyton Hendershot. As long as we stick to our identity and we're not penalty. Right now, I do see the Cowboys, as long as we can get out of our way with penalties, when we get into a rhythm offensively, we can run the football against anybody. We can get downhill against anybody. And we have a good enough quarterback. We have a good enough receiver in CeeDee Lamb and what we have out of the backfield to convert and keep it moving. And Dak right now, as he gets more in the rhythm week over week, Bears come in next week, another opportunity for him to really get into this season and get immersed. The sky is the limit for this team because the NFL is wide open. There are no juggernauts out there. Right now, I think as I'm recording this, the 49ers and the Chiefs are playing, and they're playing right now. It looks like a stalemate. The 49ers are making moves. They did acquire Christian McCaffrey this week, which is big, in terms of them trying to go for it right now. But Jimmy Garoppolo is still their quarterback, and we owe them. We owe them. They came in Dallas and beat us. But bottom line is this. If this defense continues to play at the level they're playing at a higher level right now than they did even last year. And I have to give some flowers to the front office, not just the scouting department. Now, we were on this channel. We were very high on Sam Williams coming out of Ole Miss. Sam Williams is balling what he did to Jared Goff today, taking the football away from him, just the pressure he's creating. You're seeing Sam Williams start to come on. It's great to see your second-round picks, your third-round picks start to jump in there, just like we saw last year with Osa and some of those guys that came on later in the year. I'm very encouraged by that. Micah's leading the way. Micah's Micah, and he's a pit bull. But when we're starting to see guys like that have been here for a while, like a Dorrance Armstrong, who when we botch up the Randy Gregory situation, I'm like, what's going on there? And Stephen Jones, and I've been hard as shit on Stephen Jones, but Stephen Jones to say, I think I like the production I'm going to get out of Dorrance Armstrong, and he's producing. They go back to Leighton Vander Esch. They sign Anthony Barr. Anthony Barr had one of his better games today that he's had as a Cowboy. I thought he's been struggling a little bit throughout the season, whereas Leighton has had a much, much better year. And Leighton is playing way better football, just is seeing things better. Overall, I really like the sheet of music the defense is playing from. Again, they're not perfect. The only other things I will add is Kevontae Turpin. I'd like to see him more on offense. He's so electric. Special teams. He gave us some juice today. It was unfortunate I don't think we scored on the big kick return we had. I think that was when we had to punt after we went 2nd and 1. But Cavante Turpin is just so electric. Somebody I would like to work in more offensively. We did see him a little bit today. They did the predictable end around with him in the game, but we did run another screen play away from him. I think that's somebody with the electricity that he has as a playmaker. He can take some stuff away from us because we really don't have that burner that's going to take safeties away. And I think we can be surgical underneath with Dak. These tight ends, CeeDee Lamb with his run after catch ability, and Michael Gallup working the sideline and Noah working the sideline. I like the pieces we have, but we need somebody in there every now and again just to make the defense back up a little bit. I think we can start to mix in Turpin. I know he's small, but somebody to work in throughout. The other thing is the Jordan Lewis injury. As of right now, I'm recording. It looked bad. He was carted off on the interception, grabbed his knee or whatever before he went down his lower leg. And so prayers up for him. Hope he gets well soon. That's really, really tough. But this team, I think we're looking better coached as of right now to be in the position we're at with Dak now back, Ron Curse now back, Dalton Schultz now back, Michael Gallup now back. This team has everything they want in front of them. And I've been on the Cowboys about not being good year over year consistently. That I cannot say right now. They're 5-2. We know we're in a tough division, but there's now 7 playoff spots available with the NFL rule changes for playoffs. Everything is in front of this team. They're going to play Philly again. They're going to have an opportunity to play the Giants again, even though they already beat the Giants. All these things are in front of them now with some of your core players coming back. Looks like Zeke can't. I was happy to see Zeke back in there because he got hit on his knee pretty bad. But overall, I love this defense. I love what we're seeing here. And y'all let me know in the comments. I've been critical on the Jones family. I know I've been critical on the front office. We are a pro Dak channel, and Dak's only, he's only going to continue to cook from here. Like I said, he only had 1 incomplete pass in the second half, and we like to see him get into rhythm throughout the game as he returned from the injury. But y'all show your boy some love. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It's free to show love, as we always say here on Fanatic Perspective. And shout out to the sponsors, BOSR. Again, your betting needs. We got games tonight. We got games tomorrow night. BOSR.com/Fanatic. The official sponsor, the official betting partner, the official sports book of Fanatic Perspective. And our shout out to Last Stand Hats. Got some Dallas merch coming. Texas basketball, all sorts of things coming. Texas football. Y'all love to see it. Hit them up. laststandhats.com/Fanatic Perspective. Promo code Fanatic10, 10% off at checkout. Y'all, Cowboys won 24-6. We move on. We beat who we're supposed to beat. I know my Longhorns, we struggle with winning games. This Cowboys football team, they win football games. This group, they know how to win football games. But now things are open for us to achieve our goals in January. And we can stay healthy. We had some stuff happen today, but we can stay healthy, stay on the right course. I'm very optimistic from what I'm seeing so far. I'll be there at the Bears game next week. Love to see it. How about them Cowboys? Peace.